A guy commented on this video I did called "You Are Not Here," um, and it was funny. He said, "One and only bleach definition of insane right here." I thought that was funny. So I replied to him, and we go back and forth. But I want to make a video about it because he gives the typical answer. I mean, they're all like a bunch of little parakeets. They say the same thing. And I've heard it a million times. He's just another guy saying the same thing. Uh, Rad Vlad, you prove my point. You do not understand the scientific method. You do not do research on opposing viewpoints. What do you mean? My whole video is about the opposing viewpoint. And simply recite what your high school teacher has told you, thinking it's that simple. I don't know what he means by that. I think he meant um, like as though my high school teacher taught me about God, but of course they don't. They're not allowed to even mention God. They have to teach you come from monkeys and Big Bang. Or he might think that I'm not really um, researching far enough into the science of it to comprehend that we live in a spinning ball universe. But so he's saying we are flying through space at incredible speeds. How do you know that? So that's what someone told you that? There's no proof of that at all. If we were flying through space at incredible speeds, we'd see stars in different positions. They haven't moved at all in thousands of years. Well, because it's so big. That's why you don't see it move in 5,000 years, no movement. How incredible is that speed then? And I did another video where a guy, Vsauce, shows how much the sun moves in your lifetime. It's enough to notice. If you're within that solar system and you look up at stars, within 100 years you'd notice movement. It would look different because it was a good amount of movement, plenty of movement. Like if it moved from here to here, it'd be like as big as one of these letters. Let's say this letter B. If the sun was that big, in 100 years it moves that much. We'd notice it. We'd notice stars moving that much. We don't see nothing like that. So then he says, I find it funny you believe a religion that is just one of thousands of religions and beliefs. That's what you learned in school. That's what the professors tell you, because all the guys say the same thing. Why is he going right to religion anyway? Because space and Big Bang and evolution, all that stuff is intended to erase faith in God from man. That's why our enemies are ramming that stuff down our necks. Not that your science teacher in school is the enemy, but he's just another dumb parrot like you. It comes from high up. The people that know there's a God and they lie to the ones underneath. um, so he's attacking religion. Uh, I Instead of defending what he believes, because he believes too, he hasn't seen any of this stuff. What makes your religion so special? I could say that earth is a triangle and no one could prove me wrong. I would just make up excuses to let it fit my view. I don't know what that's supposed to mean. It's hilarious to see zombies like you following a blind religion based off a book that might have been written by a group of drunk people while hallucinating. He's just reading a book too. Why is the book he's reading better? Because a guy in a white science coat wrote it with funny hair like Einstein, like a mad scientist wrote it. So they're really smart. Their book is the right one. And you zombies are looking at the wrong book. We zombies look at the right book. I wouldn't need a book to look around and see that this stuff was made. That's the point. You guys believe that it just that you just like came out of a monkey's ass one day by accident, and that a big bomb bang created all these complicated systems. No way, dude. Are you? I mean, you've got to be a moron to believe that. The stuff around you was made. You were made. The flowers, the birds, the animals, nature, everything was created by design, by intelligent design. Creation equals the creator. But you have a story that makes no sense. And if it doesn't make sense, it ain't true, man. Um, and then I like how he finishes. He says, "But don't worry, you guys can stay here on Earth while the rest of us go explore the universe." He believes that. But no, he doesn't think in his lifetime. But one day, man will make it out there, you know. And then, well, here's the universe, you know. There you pick, man. Is that real? Is that where you're gonna fly with your spaceship? That star? That's a painting. What about this? Is this real? That's the Earth. That's how it looks. That's it real, man. They'll look different. Are you gonna go here when you get to space? That looks cool, man. I want to go there. Come on, man. I don't know. He's not gonna ever change what he believes, it's just he thinks he's so smart, and even guys like him, even if they see this, they don't really see it. You know, they just don't see that this is a ridiculous, fake painting that some artist made, like airbrush looking, man. I mean, what a joke. But I'm trying to convince the guy who's undecided, man, who might have some sense in his head. Bleach won't get it, But where are you gonna go, Bleach, when you explore the universe? Here, what's that? Let me see. Maybe you're gonna go here. You're gonna go here. That looks cool. Is that real? Is that our Earth? You're on there. Is that what you are? The spaceship took that photo. This is where you're gonna start your rocket journey. You'll say wave goodbye to Earth, and then you'll maybe you'll go here next. That's gonna be cool, man. First go to this moon, and then go to this one, and then you can go here. There might be some girls there, or maybe you like guys. Here's another place you can visit. Look how nice that is. If you find a nice girl or guy, you can hold hands and fly your spaceship through this part of the universe. Maybe. I mean, it's all supposed to be real. These are like real photos of the universe, man. You know, this is real. This is from Hubble telescope. I mean, I searched. Let me see. I searched real photos of deep space, and this is all there is, man. Guys, it's not real. And it's so hard to get that out of your head and out of my head too, that what above me is not what I saw in Star Wars and Star Trek and Battlestar Galactica, and all those movies, man. um, I don't even want to get into the moon mission, man. Just look at it, how fake the whole thing is. It's just shot on some in some film studio. Give me a break. They're bouncing around up there like idiots hanging from wires, man. How, the heat is like 250 degrees in the day, and way cold at night, and they have a like an air conditioner on their backpack, like powered by batteries. No way, man. And the way they act, the way they move, they I mean, nobody would act like that if they were on the moon, and just it wouldn't look like that. um I don't want to talk too much about that one, man. But and I'll say this too: if we went to the moon 50 years ago, that our technology is so much better now. There should just be, right, like, the market would have proven that space travel was real, because they'd be taking people up at least to space to float around and come back down. Oh, it's too expensive. How expensive can it be? And there's wealthy people, man. You just fly up past the air into space. They do it all the time. Um, right, let me watch a little bit of this. They do it all the time. I mean, how much can some satellites have been going for like 40 years. Um, and doesn't enough fuel to fit on that little satellite. They're not that big. It's been going for 40 years. So that's just a thing that these guys believe, that we went there 50 years ago, but we can't go anymore because it's too expensive. I mean, I'm saying there'd be like a space tours agency. We'd be going to back and forth from the moon, no problem, if we did it 50 years ago. It'd be like easy, man. Anybody could do it. But you can mountain climb because it's real. You can scuba dive because it's a real place underwater. You can fly in an airplane. But space, well, it's real, but we just can't go there, even though we did it 50 years ago. Give me a break, man. And then here's more. Man, that's some cool art. That's all it is. Um, then again, uh, this is the poster I was talking about. Don't take stuff so seriously. Remember, you are here. So you're just like meaningless, um, floating on a little meaningless speck of dust in the middle of a vacuum of endless space. There's no God. You don't matter. Nothing you do matters. So don't take anything so serious. Just do whatever you want. You can sin. There's no God watching you. That's the message here. You're here. Like you're just tiny. And are you here though, or is it like maybe? Are you here? Who took this photo? Who took these photos? Or are you like here? Or is it here? Which one is it? Bleach. Are you here? Or maybe it's like here. I kind of want to be there. That looks cool. Or maybe you're here. It's like black and white. That looks pretty cool too. But I like the more colorful universe. It's like this. You're here. But now you're on the other side. Now you're here. I thought we were here. Now we're here. Oh, whatever. Doesn't matter. What's next? This is where we are. You are here. God is here. Angels around him. Saints are there looking down. They can see down. They're watching everybody as though each person is the only one being watched, full attention. It's hard to live like that, man. I forget it sometimes. I walk around, I do things I shouldn't do, but I remember, and I try. I'm fighting, man. I'm trying to live a life worthy of God and faithful to God. And I could try a lot harder. I could be a lot better. But I don't think Bleach isn't trying at all, man. He's gonna be on a spaceship somewhere, looking for hot guys in space. Um, yeah, yeah. This is an accurate depiction of where we are. There's a firmament, sun, star, and moon is in there. Look at the sun, like right there. It's local in our atmosphere. I was under the sun today. I feel it on my skin, on my face. I feel the warm sun right above me, not that far above me. And then when it's nighttime, it goes away and it gets cool. It cools down. If we were a tiny little speck 93 million miles away from a giant Earth, it doesn't matter much which side is facing. Eventually, all the air in the atmosphere will just heat up to one temperature, and night and day will just be the same temperature. You know what I mean? Like, it's so tiny. Um, and the air just kind of revolves with the earth, and but all the air particles are connected, so they would just heat one another up. It's a 24-hour spin, not that long. So eventually, I mean, from the beginning of time until now, it wouldn't even take, it would take like a couple of days to just have one temperature across the whole earth. Throw the North Pole and South Pole in there too. There's no difference, man, if it's like that. But if it's a local sun, then what it flies over, and again, I don't, the flat Earth model doesn't really um, have a good explanation of how the sun moves above the Earth. But I made another video about that. But again, it's the idea that we're in the middle. Even all the heavenly bodies are revolving around the individual because they move at a um, constant speed, 15 degrees per hour. That's impossible if we are viewing it from the surface of a spinning ball Earth, or if we are standing on a flat Earth and the sun is passing above us, because it would go slow and then speed up and then slow down as it goes away, just like a car zooming around a racetrack, and it would get bigger and smaller. Same problem with viewing it from a spinning ball Earth, because as you come around the surface of the earth spinning like this way, and the sun is, let's say, way up here, like where God is, but further, it doesn't matter how far, as you come up and then across, like um the sun won't move as much relative to you during morning and sundown as it does in the middle of the day. That's I explained it in another video, man. I don't even want to talk about that too much. um and then here you go. Here's your space. For you, this, it's a cartoon. Bye bye. Mm, so pretty. Store the universe. La 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 la. Oh, oh, look at the sun. How does the fire go in the where there's no air? How does that mean? I'm using a dumb voice, but I'm saying something smart. You can't have a flame in the vacuum of space. So how's this fireball work? How does that work? You need air for a fire. I mean, just ridiculous, man. But I made my point.